Andy.
Oh, I'm in here. Oh.
Come on, you and your boobs get in here.
Oh my God.
Beautiful people. All right.
And we're here with, you got third, right?
Third, yeah.
Third.
First.
You got first in something.
I mean, hey, that's awesome. I did get first. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You got to give the props where they're due. But, you know, I told you when the first thing that when you walked in house call.
Yeah, you did tell me
Okay,
that.
you know,
There's always one. The big brother
It
cliche.
always is. That's right.
Yeah.
And Joe went out second, but he was it in our season. And you know, it's usually like a big personality, you know, and everybody was sorry to see it go. And I just said the same thing to Angie here, where it just, for me, it was kind of boring, especially in the middle, because all of the interesting people that would have
Entertainment
the
value.
sock puppets and
Yeah.
all the other stuff, where, you know, my season, Eric just jerked off in his socks.
Steven, I think, said that if he got HOH, then that would be one of the moments.
That would be the first thing he would do. And I have a feeling there would be no holding back. I have a feeling that the camera would have gotten a show. So.
There's been a few people, but it's never a good show.
No.
It's just not.
So, what's the next question so we can get off this whole topic?
In the house, what went on in here that really, really surprised you? Were you surprised that Dan played as hard as he did?
I thought I was surprised. I wasn't surprised that he did. I was just so shocked at how well he played week after week and how it worked every single time he tried to do something. It ended up working for him.
I thought it was really strange how he, in the beginning, was on the outside of like the alliance. He was kind of in the middle, and the vote came to him how many times? America made the vote and got Jesse out through his vote, and then there's one more time where it all cheated on him. Was it the next week or the week before?
Very next week or the week before. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
not sure
it was
which
one of the
it
weeks,
was,
like right there, and it's like for someone not in an alliance and like flying under the radar, the guy's like making all the decisions here.
It was the week after. It was the very week after, because I remember you were the week before Jesse, and it wasn't you. It was the very week after, and I don't. Who went?
It's
Libra. It was
so.
Libra. It was Libra because it all came down to Dan, and he had the power again somehow.
I mean, it worked out for him. He didn't really play all sides, but he was just very, I don't know. He did good. I'm very happy with
that.
winning.
I mean, that was the time where it just randomly came down to it. And how odd was it, the America's Player, that was the vote that was going to decide who stays or who goes. And that's the one that got everyone saying that he's America's Player, he's America's Player, he's America's Player. But nobody did shit.
Yeah, that's true. They all said they knew what it was, but then that was it.
Well, that was the first week, though, that everybody kind of started, like, they split and actually voted, where it was more of a close vote than it was, you know, an entire unit.
The House finally split.
Yeah, it's divided.
Yeah.
Because they got done picking off the first alliance, is what it was. Dan was the last one left,
like,
but yet then there was,
like,
bigger fish to fry.
Because he made
That's how the other people, like,
he made us throwing those
well,
competitions.
you know what? And I said that's not my gameplay, but it worked for him. It was smart for him at that time to do. Because he was a target, he was the last one.
He watched us all go. I mean, he watched me go, then he watched Steven, they watched Angie.
That's what I was telling her. The first outed alliance is always the target. But you've been busy.
Busy.
You got to come back?
Yeah, came back.
How was it coming back?
That was awesome.
Yeah?
I mean, how much?
You got to meet all the past house guests?
Yeah, and we spanked the hell out of them. I mean, how does that feel when you come in with all the previous house guests and you watch one from every season just put the whooping on the people who evicted you? And I loved every second of it. I mean, how could you not?
Who do you think was, for you, who was the coolest that you met out of everybody that was here?
To be honest, I had an unbelievable
He didn't like
time.
any of them.
I had Mike Boogie. I mean, and the reason for that is I partied with him for about 4 days straight after that. I mean, we went up there and we had a good time. I mean, they were all very nice. They weren't here very long, so it was, you know.
They get them in and game.
Yeah, a lot of them got in and got out, but. And you know, I got along real well with Matty from season 9. I mean, you know, he's a young kid, but he's hilarious. He's full of a lot of fire. He got a lot of grief, you know, for some of the stuff.
He deserved it though.
He did, but you know what? But he's a young, cocky kid, and he loved it, and he loves it all.
It's so funny because
I do. He's a good.
You should have seen. They talk shit about you at the end. What are you talking about? Come on.
Actually, I couldn't.
Did you say that too?
Weird. I'm like, was there? I remember Rennie saying that it was. I was a conniving snake. And I was like, how? I was there 7 days. I was like, it's kind of hard to be a conniving snake after 7 days. I was
You
like,
built quite a reputation for just 7 days.
yeah, I did. But I was like, I don't remember Rennie, like, even basically being there. I was going home.
Oh, see, I was talking about with just the two guys at the end. They were
yeah, they were giving me a hard time.
Thank you, Brian.
Hey.
We'll have some drinks later.
Always,
and
man.
wrap party for sure.
Absolutely, and then Vegas.